We are back. That's right. We are back to Football 101. That's right. I am your host, The Beetle, and we are officially back. This is NFL Training Camp show number 6. Show number 6, the NFC North. That's right, the NFC North. And just moments ago, on July 27th, this early moment, well, it happened this morning, but moments ago aired on NFL Network. Let me just give a quick shout out to Good Morning Football with Kay Adams. Kay Adams bringing the pain. Nate Burleson, Kyle Brandt, and Peter Schrags. Peter Schrags and Kyle Brandt are still on vacation, but props to Good Morning Football and the crew on NFL Network for breaking the latest news that's coming out of the NFC North, and particularly the Green Bay Packers, and it has to do with, you know it, Mr. Aaron Rodgers officially has reported to camp. The biggest news, we live in Aaron Rodgers world. Aaron Rodgers world. And the breaking news is that he took a private jet to Green Bay and has reported to camp today. And the reason why I bring that up is because they're the favorite to win this division, and they would not have been the favorite to win this division if he did not report. But all off season long, Aaron Rodgers was sending out messages that he was done, through with Green Bay. Can't stand the organization. Can't stand the management. So apparently now he's going to strike a 1-year deal. That's what I hear. A 1-year deal. Get paid over $30-some million for 1 year. And then he can devoid the rest of a couple of years on his contract, so he has the leverage and say of where he wants to go potentially after this year. But the Aaron Rodgers watch and the world is over. It really, let me just say, it really got too ridiculous on this Aaron Rodgers, quarterback for the Green Bay Packers, to determine, what he's going to do in the offseason. He was even playing golf with Brady during the celebrity golf tournament. They were asking him during the celebrity golf tournament. He was sending out signals one way or another, da-da-da-da-da-da. Enough already. Aaron Rodgers has reported he loves the attention. Let me just say, and he's MVP of the league. 3-time MVP of the league. So there's no doubt that he's a superstar. There's no doubt that he will go down in the Hall of Fame. He's already won 1 championship, but what I hear is that he doesn't like the management of Green Bay. I can agree with that. Green Bay is, again, it looks like they don't handle their players well. That's the reason why maybe years ago Brett Favre left and then ended up playing with the Minnesota Vikings, New York Jets. That didn't go well at the end. So I don't know how this is going to finish. But Aaron Rodgers apparently is teed off with the organization and wants to be more in control of his future, being 38 or 39 years of age. I don't blame him. And 3-time MVP of the league. So, he does have the right. Yet, all the drama has to go away. It's training camp. It's time to get yourself into training camp. Enough of the talk. It's about action. And yes, Aaron Rodgers has put a lot for that Green Bay organization. It's time for them to step up to the plate. Renegotiate. Get this in the back burner. But it will never be in the back burner. And see, Aaron Rodgers loved all of this attention. Mr. Laidback, no, not me, no. There's a two-edged sword. There's only so much the public's going to take from Aaron Rodgers. Even though I'm on support of what he's trying to do. Don't get me wrong. I'm in full support of what he's trying to do. Green Bay, unfortunately, treated him the previous year by drafting Jordan Love. I feel sorry for Jordan Love as well, the backup quarterback that they went high draft to pick him without Rodgers' knowledge. Put obviously more pressure, not pressure, but unsettled feelings for Rodgers. So now Jordan Love has to sit another year. And he's supposed to be the superstar quarterback. And the brother has to sit another year being nice. So I really feel sorry for Jordan Love being thrown in a situation. So now Aaron Rodgers gets his wants, and I don't know the deal that hasn't been signed, but Aaron Rodgers has officially moved in, came into training camp. I'm glad. I'm glad that drama is moving to the next phase. I'm sick and tired of talking about Green Bay. Because Green Bay only... they're not okay. Here's my pick. Here are the teams in the NFC. I already went there. The NFC North. It's Green Bay number 1. Number 2, Chicago Bears. Number 3, Minnesota Vikings, and number 4, Detroit Lions. I used to live in Detroit. I wish they would do better. Could do better, but the Detroit Lions number 4. So number 1, Green Bay. 2, Bears. The Bears. 3, Minnesota Vikings, and 4, Detroit Lions. So very quickly, now I've got to move on. 6 minutes in, too much time with Aaron Rodgers. Okay, I'm burnt out on the Aaron Rodgers situation. I really am. But this is going to be a continuing story, a storyline. You know it's going to be, particularly if things don't go well. I mean, it's going to get ugly. Just imagine if things don't go well in Green Bay, the fans, who are the shareholders of the team, they'll turn on Aaron Rodgers. So I hope that Aaron Rodgers has another MVP year. I hope he does. But if it doesn't turn that way, wow, it may get ugly in Green Bay. But, with Aaron Rodgers as quarterback, of course, Matt LaFleur, the head coach, he's helpless. He's helpless. He has no say. It's like Aaron Rodgers becomes a head coach. What's that about? Anyway, they have Aaron Jones running back, and then who's not in camp right now as of day 1. I think Devontae Adams is requesting, superstar wide receiver, requesting revising his salary. He's under renegotiation. He's not coming in. They have a wide receiver, Alan Lazard, really good. Solid offensive line, running attack. They're the upper tier, no doubt. Upper tier NFC team. Upper tier. And let me get to their defense. Their defense is solid, tenacious, but they're not. Again, I'm looking at their defensive end: Dean Lowry, Kenny Clark, Kingsley Keek, Darius Smith, Christian Kirksey, Kyles Barnes, free safety. Let me get Darnell Savage, Adrian Amos, cornerback Kevin King, and other cornerback Jared Alexander. Not impressive. It's all about Aaron Rodgers and the points that he can put on the board. Of course, they have a good tight end, Robert Tonyan. But again, this team revolves around Aaron Rodgers. It revolves around Aaron Rodgers 24/7. So if Aaron comes in, Mr. Rodgers, we live in the Rodgers world right now. If he's anti-establishment, but he needs the establishment. So just tell me which way you're going to go, Aaron, and management will have to work with you in some form or fashion. It could go either way. He could be the darling of Green Bay, take him to the NFC Championship, take him to the Super Bowl. Basically, Aaron Rodgers will have to win the Super Bowl for the team to fully support him, for the management to support him. He has to win a Super Bowl. Anything less, he's gone. It's that simple. He has to win a Super Bowl this year, or it's one is done. Coming in second in the NFC North. I'm getting kind of tired of the Aaron Rodgers deal. Coming in second are the Chicago Bears. Now let me talk about the Bears. With head coach Matt Nagy, he's in a serious situation because Matt Nagy has to win this year. I would have to say the pressure is on Matt Nagy more than anything because they drafted the Ohio State quarterback Justin Fields. They made a major deal to get Justin Fields. He's the backup quarterback. Starting is Andy Dalton, former Cincinnati Bengals starting quarterback. Looks like he will get the start. They have Allen Robinson, great wide receiver. Darnell Mooney, another wide receiver. Solid tight end, Cole Kmet. And they have a solid, very solid running attack with David Montgomery. He's a superstar. And then their tenacious defense. This is the last time this defense will be truly together with Khalil Mack as the outside linebacker, rushing expert. And they have a very tenacious defensive secondary. So again, the secondary, the defense is very, very solid. I like the Chicago Bears defense better than the Green Bay Packers defense. But it's just that they have unsettled quarterback position. Andy Dalton may just ball out. But I see that Justin Fields will eventually get the starting position. And the sky's the limit with Justin Fields. He just needs time. And he's a rookie. So he's a superstar in the making. And of course they got rid of Mitchell Trubisky from last year for the past several years. And I think Mitchell Trubisky was on the upper. He was not handled well. So that's the reason why he had to go. You still have Nick Foles. As far as I know, Nick Foles in the quarterback room. Nick Foles is a sometimey, a veteran quarterback. And of course, you got to give it up to, Justin Fields is over the top from the Ohio State University. So I really like the Chicago Bears. This is the time for Chicago. And don't be surprised, they're going to be bringing the pain to Green Bay. Watch out. So again, I see Chicago Bears under much more internal emphasis to take out Green Bay this year. And just don't be surprised how they will play this year. Coming in third are the Minnesota Vikings. And let me just say about Minnesota Vikings, they're on the downward spiral. I'm going to say this. I really like head coach Mike Zimmer. But they're on the downward spiral because of, yes, I'm going to say this, because of Kirk Cousins. That's right. Kirk Cousins, quarterback, formerly of the Washington football team, now with Minnesota Vikings, got his big payday. He hasn't performed up to expectations. This is the last year for Kirk Cousins. They got rid of a superstar wide receiver, but they do have a pair of wide receivers, Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson, rookie from last year, actually did an outstanding job. And of course, they have my boy Dalvin Cook. I hope he stays healthy. He's a tenacious inside the tackle runner. Dalvin Cook will get his 1,000 yards. But I see their weakness is really their defense. They're soft. They're not the tenacious Minnesota Vikings physical defense. They're softer and they're slower. And again, they don't have that star defensive player that makes big time plays. I look at their defensive end. They play a 4-3, and they're not intimidating. Danielle Hunter, defensive end. Jaleel Johnson, Shamir Stephan, and Afidi Odigable. Yeah, there you go. Again, they're just not physical enough. And I apologize if I mispronounce your name. And then the middle linebacker, Eric Kendricks, Eric Wilson, outside weak side linebacker, and Anthony Barr. The defensive backs, Jeff Gladney, Harrison Smith, Anthony Harris, Cameron Detzler, and they picked up Patrick Peterson from the Arizona Cardinals. Patrick Peterson was all pro corner, and he may still have some life into him, but he was getting burnt the past few years in Arizona, so that's the reason why he struck a deal with Minnesota, and now Patrick Peterson will bring his veteran leadership to the secondary. And again, that's trying to improve their back end of their team, and I just don't know if it's there. They're much weaker, and I see them on the decline. The Vikings on the decline. Why? Because primarily of Kirk Cousins. He's an emotional guy, but I just don't think he's that upper elite quarterback. And then coming in last, but improving, coming in last, are the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions with new head coach Dan Campbell. Again, I'm going to give props to Detroit Lions. I used to live in Detroit 5 years. Love Detroit. Yes, I love Detroit. But Dan Campbell's really trying to bring that physicality back to the Lions. And they made a big trade to get Jared Goff. Got rid of Matt Stafford, bring in, and they needed a change. Got rid of Matt Stafford, bring in Jared Goff from the LA Rams. What can I say about Jared Goff? He better perform. He needs to be more physical. He's soft. Jared Goff is soft. He's not a threatening quarterback. That's the reason why the Rams got rid of him. I think it will do Jared Goff good to get into the NFC North division, because the players they bring the physicality in the NFC North. He's going to have to play in cold weather. Jared Goff is a California kid. Hasn't really been in the Midwest and been in inclement weather, cold, harsh, muddy weather games on a consistent basis. And Dan Campbell, head coach, will say, you gotta man up. So Jared Goff has got a learning curve. Let me just say, a learning curve in Detroit. Even though they play under the dome, downtown and Ford Field. I used to go to the Detroit Lions game when they were in the Pontiac Silverdome. Hello, Pontiac Silver. A little shout out to Pontiac Silverdome in Detroit. But now they play in the nice Ford Field downtown, off of Woodward Avenue. So I'm throwing out a little love to Detroit. But again, they just don't have enough A players, and their defense. They play a 4-3. Trey Flowers, defense end, Danny Shelton, Johnny Paninsky, and Romeo Okare, and their defensive backs are fine, but not stellar. They have a learning curve. They got to get physical. Dan Campbell brings the attitude. He doesn't play. He's a former Detroit Lion himself. So again, I just see the transition really changing things up. And Detroit will come in fourth. So again, in the NFC North. So I have in the NFC North, it's Rodgers World, number 1, 2, Chicago Bears, the Bears, number 3, Vikings, and 4, Detroit Lions. Again, don't be surprised. The Lions play very tenacious, hard. They're going to surprise Minnesota Vikings, by the way, because I see the Vikings on the downward spiral because of Kirk Cousins, and I see the Bears are in an urgency mode. And particularly as Andy Dalton doesn't play well right at the beginning, they're going to insert Justin Fields. Justin Fields, he's A1. And it's just that defense, Bears defense, will challenge the Packers. And again, for Aaron Rodgers, he's going to be balling. He's going to try to make a statement. But Aaron Rodgers will have to take this team to the Super Bowl for him to stay with this team any beyond this year's. But again, it can go all great. Everyone would say, "Oh, thank you, Aaron Rodgers. Thank you for coming back. You're the superstar." Or it can go bad. So again, for right now, we're living in Aaron Rodgers' world, and I don't know if we will continue to live in Aaron Rodgers' world. But give it up to him that he made management to pay attention to how he has performed over the years, and he should be properly recognized and properly compensated. That's the state of the NFL, because the players are at the mercy many times of these management. It's ridiculous in 2021 when you have superstars not being even heard or given any input, not allowed to give any input to the direction of the team. That is crazy. So, yeah, I give props to Aaron Rodgers for speaking up, making a stand in his own way. And I wish Aaron Rodgers all the best. I got my fingers crossed for you, Aaron Rodgers. Now, let's just play football. Can we just play football, Mr. Rodgers? Mr. Rodgers, can we play football in Green Bay? There you go. That's my personal message to Aaron Rodgers. Please knock down the door, just like in what was it? the movie Lord of the Rings. Aragorn comes in. I'm back. I'm knocking down the doors. Thank you, Kyle Brent. I'm back. I'm the king. Wake up. Yeah, I'm back. Just like Lord of the Rings. Yeah, check it out. Good job, Kyle Brent, on Good Morning Football, throwing down that video. I'm back. So let's give it up to Mr. Rodgers. We living in the Rodgers world. Let's see if he takes this Green Bay team to the Super Bowl. We out.